in the field. We got a caution coming out right now. We'll see if we can get what that's for. But anyway, I asked Sedge's crew what happened. They said they don't know. They guess he spun out or got lost or something because they hadn't heard a word from him. He was just very deep in the field. Also, Scott Lagacy looks like he had another problem. He's even further back than Sedgwick.
Glenn, we've got a real problem. Kerry Teague's truck is still stopped on the course, and a little fire's broken out behind the truck. That's the reason for the caution. It is so hot here, and the ground is so dry, and you put a hot racing vehicle on some of that tinder dry grass, and that's a recipe for some problems.
I tell you, the emergency workers, as you can see, they're right on top of it. They've got it extinguished and calling for more rescue workers to come over and help check Kerry out.
Didn't look like Teague hit anything when he went off the course. I presumed that he had developed some sort of problem with the truck, but they're going in at him. It's a little early, I would think, for a driver to be suffering from the heat here today.
Yeah, I tell you, I mean, it is definitely early, but you never know what somebody may have a problem.
Caution is out on the speedway here at Heartland Park as the safety crew goes to work with Kerry Teague. He's got the visor up. We see his head moving in there. We'll come back to update his condition in a moment. Back live at Heartland Park, Topeka, Kansas. The Heartland Tailgate 175 today here on TNN. Safety crew still attending to Kerry Teague from Concord, North Carolina. Teague's 51 spun off the course. We're looking out of Rick Corelli's race truck. We're going to see just what happened here to Kerry Teague. He's on the inside going into this corner. And right off and right across the corner, spinning into the outside, into the grass.
You know, Rick, I believe he knew he had a problem. You saw him motioning for that truck to go on the other side of him. He had just spun out a lap or two ago. Maybe he had flat spotted the tires, but he really took a hard lick there, as you can see.
We didn't see that happen the first time around, so now I understand why he was slow to unbuckle and get out of the truck, because he did hit backwards on the front part of the truck there.
Yeah, I tell you, it almost acted like the throttle hung or something. I mean, he really went into that corner a lot deeper than he would normally run in there.
He went to the inside grass, cut across in front of traffic, and then ended up on the outside of the race course. Obviously not what you want to do if you have some sort of problem. So the yellow continues to wave here at Heartland Park as the safety crew attends to Kerry Teague in truck number 51. And we ride around under caution. We're showing 10 laps complete. Remember, we'll split at halfway today. We'll go 30 laps, take a 10-minute break, give the crews a chance to work the trucks over if need be, and the drivers will get a brief breather. Then we'll come back for the final 30-lap segment today of our Heartland Tailgate 175. Still showing the 61 out in front. That would be Todd Bodine at the moment, being scored as the leader. We see Scott Lagacy with some damage to that DuPont Chevrolet, taking it down onto pit road. We're going to take a timeout, come back and sort all this out for you in Topeka. Highway transportation provided for us by Cedar Ridge RV Center in Branchville, New Jersey. They feature Winnebago motorhomes. Give them a call at 1-800-988-4884 and find out why Cedar Ridge is the choice of champions. We've got a bunch of champions in the field here today at Heartland Park for our Heartland Tailgate 175. But all the concern now about Kerry Teague from Concord, North Carolina, who went across the course. We showed you on the replay a few moments ago. Truck number 51. He went down inside across the race course and slapped the outside concrete backward very hard. They've brought what appears to be a life flight helicopter in next to Teague's truck. There's a safety worker inside. They've got his helmet off. Ernie Irvin, having gone through something like this, this is not a comfortable situation to be in.
Well, it's probably not. I don't remember anything about it. Larry probably remembers more about it than any of us.
You know, it's never really a good sign when the helicopter comes in, but normally sometimes that's just precautionary. You know, they want to take him to a hospital that has a lot of facilities just to make sure that everything's in good shape.
Trucks continuing to roll here at Heartland Park under caution. Let's go to Ralph Shaheen on pit road. Ralph, how's the Mike Skinner team tackling things?
Well, actually, Rick, I don't know, but Ron Hornaday, I can tell you that.
Okay.
Ron Hornaday is leading, but he's not doing exactly everything perfectly. Having some troubles with it, Doug Richard?
Well, you know, we're not running quite as good as we'd like right now, even though we're in the lead. He's complaining a little bit of some looseness, so it's a long race, and we're just trying to look for the second half right now. So we can kind of baby it along here and look towards halftime and maybe do a little work on it.
Now, you were saying he was talking about most of the looseness is when he's turning left. That's got to be a big problem here.
Well, the last report I got, we're a little loose both ways, so that gives us a little something more to think about for halftime, and we'll make some more adjustments. And Papa John's Racing Collectible Chevrolet, hopefully he'll be running a little stronger on the second half. That's when it counts.
Now, one other driver who's been in and out of pit road a couple of times during this break, gentlemen, is Scott Lagacy. He's been adjusting the brake bias, moving more from the back to the front, trying to set up the balance of that number 24 truck as well.
He showed back in 27th spot after 11 laps here, and great things were expected from Legacy today. Qualified in a rather disappointing, he said, position here over the first couple of days. The trucks were at Heartland Park and start from 4th spot. He was hoping, I think, for a pole run. Talked to him this morning a little bit, but they're working on that truck, trying to get it ready to go. We continue under caution here. Well, noticing turn 10 where the trucks are coming out as we watch the work being done on Kerry Teague to get him out of the race truck. It's very narrow coming out onto this main straightaway here. And you see the rubber, the truck's obviously getting off the course pretty much there.
Well, it's kind of a sweeping left-hand corner. It's like the corner runs out. You can see it cuts back really too quick, and you run out of corner in a hurry. And you know, listening to Doug Richard, it's kind of a relief when a driver at a road course says, I'm loose both directions. When you get a problem is when you're loose one way and tight the other. The car won't turn the other way. But probably what they're going to look at is maybe softening the rear springs. They may even try to put a little bit bigger sway bar. And listen to the Scott Legacy problem. That's a problem that we encounter a lot at road courses, where the truck will have too much rear brake, and that'll make the car loose, especially getting in the corner. So if they can get some of that rear brake away, then that'll tighten it up getting in the corner, and really won't affect it anywhere else because you're not on the brake.
But Ernie, isn't getting into the corner the key part to doing well on a road course?
Oh, definitely. You got to get into the corner good, but the exit is the most important part. You don't want to give up anything on the entrance, but if you can exit the corner at the right angle and things like that, and the exit at the speed, that's what's going to make you win the race.
Well, one driver who certainly got a chance here as we work into the middle portions of today's event, Todd Bodine in that new Roush Ford. What's going on pit road with the Roush team, gentlemen?
Guys, this is Freddie Fryer. He is the crew chief. Of course, we know Freddie from the Busch Grand National days, worked with Ward Burton. We've talked with him a lot, and got a report that the lead truck was a little bit loose. What's Todd saying about your Ford?
We're finding the same problem at the present time, Glenn. Only in the left-handers. He said the truck is really good in the right-handers, but I think the 16 truck is coming back to us a little bit. We're not running any faster, but he's slowed up a little.
Got to feel good about the first time out about how that truck's running.
Oh, I definitely feel good about that, and I feel good for working with Jack Roush. You're a great guy.
He certainly is. And if you'll notice, guys, that truck has Roush Racing on it. It is unsponsored. They are looking for a sponsor. If you're a potential sponsor out there, you cannot go wrong working with Roush Racing.
You sound like you're getting a cut out of that deal, Glenn. I don't know. I think Jack can afford to field the truck somehow.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure he can.
12 laps into the books. We're still under caution for the Kerry Teague spin and wall-banging incident a few laps ago, and Hornaday continues to lead. It sounds as though Todd Bodine must be saying on the radio he's ready to go after him when we go green.
It sounds like they've really got a good truck here today. And I'm going to tell you, Freddie Fryer is really a smart individual. I remember racing against him or working on cars that raced against him way back in the 70s when we was running cars all over the Southeast, and he was a heck of a race car driver in his day.
Sure was. I can remember him in Texas, where I spent a few years, and he was a champion down there many times of the All-Pro Series and won a bunch of races in his short track cars, in his short track driving. They just hung him up really a few years ago. It hasn't been that many years ago since he stopped driving it, probably an age well into his 50s, I would say. Still under caution here at Heartland Park. Still working with Kerry Teague, and we hope to get an update on Teague's condition for you in a moment. We'll be back for more NASCAR Supertruck action at Topeka.